stated. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so it's having to do some initial setup because I've not played this one before, but it looks like it's going to work. Okay. Okay, I don't know why the... Okay, there we go. There we go! Fuck yeah, baby. Wait a minute. The hell's going on with my frame rate? Why is your frame rate so bad? Okay, let's think here for a second. I need to cap the frame rate. Right now it's uncapped. Cap frame rate. I guess if I turn on VSync. Okay, it's capped. Beautiful. We did it. for the sake of it. I like how the king won't stop drinking his drink. Yeah, this has to be a Witcher open sequel. There's no way this is just here for fun. Alright, let's try that. No 12 man for life, I didn't. Witcher 1 saves unavailable. I played Witcher 1 a long time ago, but it was on a different computer, and there's no way I would be able to go get those saves. And honestly, even if I could, I don't really care to, because it's not like I remember what I did in Witcher 1 at all, so it's not like I feel any connection to that character. So I'm just gonna go with it.
Damn leaky boat. My boots are soaked. Yet another boggy shithole.
Oh my god, this mouse is so sensitive. This mouse is more sensitive than my wiener. Wow, it's all the way down here and it's still like going absolutely insane. Oh, okay. I definitely don't want to play on easy because people will think I'm a pussy. Dude, the mouse is still going crazy. How can I tell what's better? Ah, okay. They were wet. Now they're dry. What? Told me to read it. Okay.
Who are you?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Will you let me look at your wounds?
Odd. You don't resemble a traveling preacher. Oh, damn the dogs, it hurts to talk. I wager my armor's the only thing keeping me in one piece.
I'll find some help.
Futile, I'm afraid. Around here, folk don't open their doors to strangers. You would do well to find my squire. I'd like to thrash his hide for fleeing from those corpse-eaters. Consider it my final wish.
I found his body by the river. Listen, let me brew you a health potion. You're no witcher, so it could kill you. But if I'm not mistaken, you already think you're dead. There's a slim chance that your body will quell the toxins and regenerate.
I'll expire in this hole before I let someone turn me into a mutant.
That's not how it works. Stay calm and lie still. I need to find some herbs.
I didn't know Gestalt was such a nice guy.
Damn corpse-eaters.
Damn dirty ape. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. No, I definitely like the keyboard more than the controller for this. Alright, let's make some super male vitality.
Knock back this potion. Try not to vomit. Drink it. You're still alive, so that bodes well. But you've got a ways to go before you're at full health. Now you have to sit and wait. You're no mutant, so it'll be a couple of days before you recover and we can get you out of here.
Thank you, Witcher. Oh, hallowed grief!
Didn't have the chance earlier. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Bolton of Ironfoot. I wanted to try my luck in the arena, but some corpse-eaters surprised me. My horse reared and I came crashing down in full armor. They pounced upon me with their claws. Though broken, I managed to drive them off and crawl here. Pitiful story, but there it is.
That could mean some paid work for me.
Doubtful. If the corpses weren't eaten, they would rot, emit a stench, and breed pestilence. Ah, damn the dogs! Those who fall in the arena, their bodies are cast into the ravine. The dead offer little in terms of diversion, I'm afraid. Except perhaps to monsters.
Get well, Bolton of Ironford, and farewell.
You must take my invitation. If but half of what I've heard about witches is true, you ought to manage well in the arena.
Thanks, Bolton.
I thank you. And now, Geralt of Rivia, if you've no objection, I would finally like to get some sleep.
700 million seems ridiculous for a guy who just had Tommy John. But then again, he'll probably be worth that because of all the marketing and the increase in ticket sales. Like, I doubt it'll end up being a bad contract.
We don't want no trouble. On your way. Be gone.
Can I
We
kick
don't
the door
open for
down?
strangers round here.
I'm kicking this door down.
Go away. I'll not open my door to you.
And this mouse is still out of pocket, man. Like, it'll probably end up being a bad contract in terms of wins above replacement, but it'll be worth it because of all the extra revenue he generates just existing.
Who stalks the night? Be gone, cursed soul, or I'll stick the hounds on ya!
Got corpse eaters on this side, so I'll take your hounds any day.
A jester, eh? You're all jesters. You all think you're droll till you enter the arena. No room for joking around in there.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm soaked and I'm freezing. Let me in.
Ah, a vampire. I'll not let a bloodsucker in. Oh, no. I've got eels in garlic here. What do you say to that?
I'll gladly submit to the eels and garlic trial, and the running water trial, and the beer trial.
Who knows what you are? Evil crawls the night, corrupting the righteous. I'll wait for morn, for the cock to crow. If the rising sun don't scare you off, I'll let you in.
You want me to wait here? You there! All right. Let's find a place to rest.
Dude, kick the door down. Okay, we can just meditate. I don't think the Dodgers will regret it, is what I'm saying.
Still there, foul soul?
Yeah, I'm still here. And the cock has crowed. As far as being foul, well, I may smell a bit.
Has it got an invitation?
It has.
Then it may enter. Good luck to it in the arena.
Okay. combat's going to be interesting with the mouse, but I still prefer it. Any way to block? Okay, here we go. Oh, I see.
Wonder how many more.
That's it! The ring of gold in your pouches! The Andali defeated the Guard! That's it! The ring of gold in your pouches!
Okay, how does this work?
Careful! The Andali defeated the king!
Aha. Where is Listella right now anyway? Has anyone done anything with him yet?
Oh, you level 8 already. You just started.
Good. I don't know. As far as I know, the game starts you at like level 7, and I just leveled up once.
Did you like skip the tutorial or something?
No, I just did the tutorial.
And I have no idea.
Okay, this is going to be a little bit awkward because the keyboard controls are interesting, but I still think I prefer them to playing the controller.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Whoa. Why?
Eno Smith is dealing what is considered a 2-week injury to his groin. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, wait a minute, I can collect the trap after it gets triggered. Nice. That's very useful.
Neat.
So, how was your day? Besides the obvious
Sorry,
fuckery.
man. I'm surprised Shohei's still signed with the Dodgers. Or at least I was until I saw the $700 million price tag. I was like, you know what? Almost $1 billion to be enough to make me forget how annoyed I am with somebody too. The only question I got is how much of that money is guaranteed?
Apparently there are no outs, so all of it.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Unless he comes out and says something like Pearl Harbor was justified, I guess, then it's probably voided.
I mean, the simple fact is, there's no chance. There's no reality under any circumstances where that contract ends up not being the worst contract in history. Because holy fuck, like there's no way he's going to give you almost $1 billion of value, even if he plays every game of that 10 years. It's just insanity.
Let me think here.
It is all guaranteed. Like, what's stopping him from the moment the ink dries? He's like, oh, by the way, I'm secretly gay and I developed AIDS, so I can't play anymore.
Yeah,
Give
well,
$1 billion
here's the thing.
now.
There's no way he's going to live up to the contract in terms of, like, you know, helping his team win games. What about the money they make off of having him because he's marketable and will help the team make even more money? Like, that element is at play here for a guy like Otani that is not at play for most players. I think that element needs to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, I suppose that's valid, especially since, I don't know why, but this happens a lot. A lot of Asian countries who pay attention to North American sports leagues are just straight up bandwagoners. So I think it's way more likely that you'd have a shitload of Japanese people buying the Otani Dodgers jerseys unlike Otani Mariners jerseys.
Oh shit, I'm dead. Recommended difficulty setting easy. Okay. That's not a good sign. But I guess I'll roll with it.
The stream delay is super behind for me. You're still fighting. Okay, you just died.
Okay, so there's like maybe 25 seconds. Alright, now the game actually starts.
Sixes, Daddy needs you. Oh, shit. Ha! 20 orange to Grandad. Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there! Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing. Am I right, Master Geralt? Roll again! Why? The dice didn't roll! Calling me a cheat? Take it back. Look, he's awake again. Monster Slayer, my ass. A regular Harson. I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them. Folks say they plough witches come the equinox. That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill.
Hey.
I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
He knows what he's doing.
Fuck you.
Nasty. And after we've been through so much.
I don't know who
Same
you
side
are,
of the barricade then.
but
Opposite sides
in
of
my
the table
defense, I do not remember
change
the first game at all.
now. You want me to sit on your lap?
Vess! Unshackle him.
There's only one thing you need to remember to be able to understand the Witcher storylines. Geralt basically humps anything that moves.
You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And
There,
that
you're all
happened
caught
in
up on the
Sodom.
Witcher's
And
plot.
if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No.
Yeah, the medical report was saying that
Downright
Gino has a
praiseworthy.
herniated dick, so I
Where
don't
should I
think he's
start?
gonna
It was a long
play
day.
all that well if he
I
actually
wish to
did
hear
screw
the
up.
important bits.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
Uh-oh, am I gonna get banned off Twitch? I see titties. Actually, what am I saying? I'm safe. On Twitch.
Remember the cutscene with my coin purse and Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Pixelated nipples.
Witcher! Are you up?
Oh, they allow real life nipples now. Flippin'.
His Majesty, King of Tiberia, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector
It's
of
gotten
Bruges,
so bad.
summons Master
What?
Geralt to appear before...
I said it's gotten so
Hello,
bad.
shortly.
What they
Sorry
allow
to intrude like this, milady,
the
but
titty
king...
streamers to get away
We
with,
heard you.
if they're not careful,
A
they
pleasant
will
day
very
to you,
quickly
milady.
lose their
Witcher.
market dominance over video game streaming sites.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be so turned off. Because, like, fucking the vast majority of the audience is children.
Yeah.
You know, and having that kind of shit on a kid's website is that's not cool. It's not okay. Especially because, like, the whole reason that these thoughts do that in the first place is because actual porn
They've
sites
cleared the forests,
are so
are pillaging
oversaturated that
nearby
they can't
villages,
compete. They
and
don't
they'll
stand
soon be
out.
murdering each other en masse. Why?
So then they come
Because
here because they
Foltest having
figure
a
that,
spat
you know,
with another
oh,
of
the
his
market's
bastard
wide
twins.
open.
This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Then they get a bunch of, like,
Estimates are now the
13-year-old
children are
viewers.
still royal blood. The Lavalettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix
It's
is
despicable.
sufficient basis to vie for the crown. History has known stranger contenders.
Which doesn't change the fact that
I know.
The Seahawks should draft Jerry Rice and Frank Gore's son this year because why not? Wait, Jerry Rice and Frank Gore had a son
They're
together?
kings, one of whom we serve.
and I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Who was the mother?
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
Mm-hmm. The unlucky
Is that Triss? I really can't tell based off of the colors if
In
her
the
hair
months
is red.
since you killed
Yes,
him,
it's
the king's
got a
medics
red
poked
streak in
around
it.
in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that
Yeah,
cart?
the colors
Well,
are
I wouldn't even call it a
really
corpse.
dark.
Foltest has some trust issues.
But
Did you
for
know
when this
anything?
game came
These
out, that
people
was kind of the
suggested he
video
could
game
probably see in the
aesthetic.
dark as well as you.
So I
couldn't
get
put
it,
an age on
but
him.
The killer snuck past all
her
the
hair is
guards
so
and
much
nearly
more
killed
vibrantly
Foltest nearly a
red
month ago.
in
And now you tell
Witcher
me he was a
1 and
Witcher.
Witcher 3 that
Possibly.
it just feels weird
I'm
to
just
see
saying
people
what the
dark.
autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could
Are
do
you
to you
sad
if
that
you got it.
Penix didn't win the Heisman?
You
I
might
think
be a
it's a good thing that he
savior,
didn't
a
win the
King's Witcher
Heisman.
now,
Because,
but
like,
masters can be as
if
fickle
he
as the
actually
colts they
won it,
ride.
someone would overreach hardcore and take him early, you know?
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river.
Is there a
Claims he ran
waifu
into a
simulating in
Scoia'tael
this game, or do you just hump
That
everything
would have
because
been
you're
it if the
horny?
dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in
A dragon.
I,
in the
I
midst of
can't remember too
civilization?
much the
Please. Besides,
relationship
does it
related
matter?
stuff in
Witchers don't
Witcher
hunt
2.
dragons.
But
Or
the
has
way it
something
is in
changed?
Witcher 1 and
Nothing's
3,
changed.
which I do remember
You're
well,
right. It's
is
probably
that
not
you
a
could have a
dragon, although it
relationship
could be
with,
a
you know,
folk
whoever
tale
you
or a
picked,
Caesar.
but you could
Maybe even an overgrown
still
wyvern.
hump whoever you
The
wanted
scout ran into
in
some
the
elves
meantime.
and scurried away. That's how that story begins
Then they just
and
kind of
ends.
accepted it for whatever reason.
I get the feeling
Because,
their
like,
name's important.
when I was
They're
playing
running
Witcher
frantically
3,
through the forest.
Geralt banged,
Wild
like, a
hunt.
lot of different broads, but then
The
I
last
still
things I
ended up with,
remember, I wake up and
Yennefer.
try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance, some clue to grab onto, something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
You're a
People
fan
claim a
of,
lot of
pretty
things.
much everyone in the
Problem is,
world
it's
can
often
agree
nonsense.
it is a
We know
bad
time.
thing that the Lakers won
I'm
this
sure of
tournament.
it.
Nobody wants LeBron to strut around like, I won the first ever in-season tournament. And it's all like, dude, who fucking cares?
I'll be right back, guys. Gonna take a short break. See you guys shortly. Okay, we are back. Yeah, that's got to be a pretty good jersey to get, Austin. Can't go wrong with that. Why is the game not showing up?
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
Yeah, I really
I'll
like
join you
Chet.
later.
Not only that, but this is something you really got to keep in mind if you're a basketball fan. If you like a jersey, you're kind of forced to buy it sooner rather than later. Because part of Nike's little contract thing with doing the jerseys for the NBA is that they have to keep switching jerseys out. They can't have a specific jersey type that's not their default for longer than 3 years. If it's an alternate, it can only be 3 years and then gone. And I say that because pretty much everyone, I don't think there's anyone out there who did not like Miami's Vice jerseys. Those were incredible. Now, obviously, they're not going to make them the default no matter how much people may request that because the default Miami look is iconic in its own way, and it's been around for nearly 40 years now. But those Vice jerseys were so fucking good, you know, everyone was like, we want to make this a permanent alternate. They can't because of the Nike contract. It was only around for 3 years, so the only way to get a Vice jersey now is to order it off eBay. You can't have a customized one either because they don't offer that anymore. So if you really like, if you want to get a Chet jersey, it's like a Thunder alternate that they're using right now, well, no more than 3 years is your opportunity to get it. Which really sucks.
I'll join you later.
It's really got to be one of the stupidest fucking things. Whose fault is it? Well, again, it's part of the contract. Nike was the ones who insisted on that. They'd make more money. Because what you're doing is you're creating artificial scarcity. So, fear of missing out kicks in. Because again, if you don't get it in that 3-year window, you don't get the opportunity. Plus, it gives Nike the opportunity to create more designs. So then they just have more product to sell in general. Nike is a bad company. Everyone misses when Adidas did the jerseys. The jerseys have just looked like such shit since Nike took over. Plus, Nike's jerseys came with at the beginning of ads. What?
The settings in the game are fucking whack. Like, I had to turn the mouse sensitivity all the way down, or else Gerald would just have this endless seizure every time I tried to look at
it. Maybe they remember the settings from the last time that you played this game, and even though you didn't play it before, maybe somebody was playing a prank on you. Installed Witcher 2 on your system, fucked up all the settings, and then uninstalled it.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of him. You seek the king. He waits near the machine. No reason to go in
Have no
here.
mercy. The gods be with you. You going into battle, Geralt?
A beautiful day for battle. Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen.
Also, this game is loud as hell, man.
Hogwash! You're the emissary of the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. The Emperor of Nilfgaard, who spared no blood conquering over a dozen sovereign realms. Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
So,
a deadly and very costly weapon.
Godzilla -1.
An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute.
I saw it today.
Yet it has one flaw.
Ah, good to know.
Your Grace, please take cover.
Quite impressed.
The recoil of the arms is so strong
really
upon firing
America doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with these
that the
movies
weapon
right
shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her
totally
birthday.
Fine.
Sire. What say you,
Ever since they
Excellency,
pulled
of
out
men
the
who live
rug
in
from
spite
under
of
us
such
with
wounds?
Bryan Cranston
And what say
in
you,
that
Your
first
Grace,
Godzilla
of
attempt?
soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did
They should be
this
ashamed of themselves.
live no more.
Master Geralt, I
Man, this
wish to
game kinda looks
converse
like
with you
PS2
once the
graphics.
storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to.
Well, to
leave
be
Royal
fair,
Court
they
as
were
soon as
still making
possible.
games for the PS2 when
Might
this
I
game
know
came
why?
out.
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman
The
Sador.
Witcher 2 came out in 2011,
artist?
and the last
sir.
PS2 game
Fight
came
has not
out
been kind to
on
me.
November 8th of 2013.
Norman Sador, for your years of faithful service to the Crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
Decurion of the Arbalists. Warms the heart.
Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizir?
Forgive my candor, Your Majesty.
Okay, you can pause cutscenes. That's good to know.
When they're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Your Grace, forgive me. But the laws of succession are
You
irrefutably
guys can
clear.
see the game, right?
Piss on the laws.
I had a little bit of trouble
I'll
with the
change them if
settings,
need
but
be.
last I checked,
Above
they were
all,
fine.
I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as
Yeah.
their banner.
That's fine.
Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Ada is dead, and I have no other children.
I see.
This conversation is over, Excellency. Please retire to your tent. Black One's in my camp before a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
I couldn't have handled it better myself.
Ha! I always knew you were one of us. And bugger what folks say. They talked about Ada no end. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
Triss did an autopsy. It's possible he was a Witcher.
A Witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing Witchers? Anything more?
He had no medallion, but that doesn't mean anything.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors. Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass!
But I would say that Godzilla
What is going
is
on
the
up
best
there?
movie I've
The
seen this
gods
year.
count Etcheverry!
Either that or
Catch, Witcher.
Oppenheimer.
Aim for the rogue with the red plume.
My lay
6 months
lizard
ago, you
killed
swore
lay
eternal
people.
Friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Well, I'm glad to hear that it was good. Do you think it was better than Napoleon?
Yes.
And I'm definitely not going to see Napoleon.
It was better than Killers of the Flower Moon. It was better than
Oh.
John Wick. Like,
Wow,
it was
I definitely
very
gotta say it.
impressive. Yeah, you know, Santi, they're trying to add income tax on top of the sales tax that we already have.
3 degrees.
Pretty wild.
Did we hit the bastard?
He ducked.
Damn it! We'll get him on the walls. Follow me, Witcher.
It just came out in theaters, insane.
You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes.
Yep,
Besides,
that's what women do, man.
children
They
should
come
have
to
a
their
mother.
senses.
I'm lost. It's quite
No, they don't.
Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff.
That's the
She
joke.
made demands I could not fulfill.
Exactly.
That's
That's
the joke.
I think so.
exactly. That's how you know it's just a game.
Immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic.
It's not the sword, sorcery, and monsters that make this a fantasy game. It's women acting reasonable that make this.
And the Baroness was duped. Her motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the
So
throne.
apparently the developers that make Persona games are working on a sword and sorcery RPG, which that could be very interesting.
Cool. Yeah, I hope it's good.
Taking orders, smashing your foe. Going and country there, your wife. And a long road at your toe.
What's the difference between a steel sword and a silver sword anyway?
Oh, Geralt has a famous line in The Witcher 1 where someone's describing what it is. They're like, "Oh, I've heard about you Witchers with your two swords. One for men and one for monsters, right?" And he says, "Both are for monsters. Silver swords do bonus damage to monsters, but reduce damage to humans. Steel swords do bonus damage to humans, but reduce damage to monsters. You technically only have to use one or the other if you feel like it. But if you're using silver against humans, you will struggle mightily to actually hurt them, and if you use steel against monsters, you will struggle mightily."
Makes sense.
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to
Motherfucker.
then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the
Not
best
happy about
vantage
that.
points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.
Things went relatively smoothly after we came out of that tower. That is, until we ran into Arian Lavalette.
I think that's good enough.
You know, a lot of people are unhappy that Taylor Swift won Time Magazine Person of the Year. But realistically, she's probably the last ever pop superstar who's a straight white female. Like, this is like she's like the last of the Mohicans. There'll never be anyone like her.
I could definitely agree with that. It depends entirely on the justification that you use for being Person of the Year. Because Time used to justify making Bin Laden Man of the Year, Hitler Man of the Year, Stalin Man of the Year. It's justified by the person who had the biggest impact on the world and was the person who was discussed the most as far as world events go. So maybe you could say that Taylor Swift's name has ascended to such a level that she's got a bigger impact on the world than people like Putin. But that realistically is what I think is the main reason why she ended up this way, is that there are people you could easily put down as saying they had a bigger impact on the world, they had perhaps the biggest impact on the world, but they don't want to fucking give them Person of the Year because it just would look bad. You know, Taylor Swift being Person of the Year is a joke, but if you sat there and said, okay, Putin's Man of the Year for 2023, people would be very angry. Even if it's justified. I can't remember if Trump was ever Man of the Year, but pretty much every single... Okay, good. Pretty much every single year between 2015 and, like, fuck, even now. Like, for the last 8 consecutive years, you should have been Man of the Year every year, because people just won't shut up about him. And it's pretty wild.
Can you guess the top 5 most famous people ever? If you had to guess, who are the top 5 most famous people ever?
Jesus, Muhammad, Moses, Buddha, and Mao Zedong.
You actually got 2. Jesus is
Nice.
1, Muhammad is 3.
Okay. Then what about the others?
Number 2 is Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson more famous than Muhammad. Let's fucking go.
Number 4 is Adolf Hitler.
Based.
And number 5 is Einstein.
You know, I gotta say, one of those things is not like the others. I gotta wonder why Einstein's there.
I guess because he became so synonymous with being smart. He's so synonymous with the whole idea of being intelligent.
They're traitors. Take no prisoners.
Right. And yeah, I get that. That's kind of wild, though. You know, you've got 2 religious figures. Then you've got Einstein, who himself is a religious figure to Rick and Morty fans. You got Hitler, which I'm not going to get into. And then you got Michael Jackson.
We must capture or otherwise deal with Aryan
pretty
Lavalette
nuts.
in order to break the defenders' morale.
Yes, Your Grace.
Geralt,
I guess that really
gentlemen,
just
follow
highlights
me.
that there's
For
never
the
going to be
glory.
another Michael Jackson.
That's right. I mean, they called him the King of Pop, and everybody agreed with that. Then there's another guy that, like, the media's calling the King of Pop in current year. It's some guy I've never even heard
You
of.
to die like imbeciles. Hear me! They've taken a good position, the bastards.
But I'll never be able to forget one of the moments where I felt really old, and also that this kid was like a complete lunatic. I used to work with this flaming gay homosexual at my last job, and this fucking guy thought I was weird because I didn't know who RuPaul was, apparently the famous tranny, drag, whatever.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, so like I didn't know. I was like, who the fuck's RuPaul? I was like, oh my god, you don't know who RuPaul is? And then this guy didn't know who the fuck Michael Jackson was. I'm like, dude, please leave your bubble. Jesus Christ. Like, ugh.
Yeah, like he's the only guy on that list that is a celebrity. Everyone else.
Kill the Witcher!
You know what's even crazier is that Michael Jackson may be the guy who was accused of diddling kids, but he's not the guy who actually diddled kids on that list.
Blow the lilies!
Come at me, bro. Oh shit, you got arrows.
Kill the Witcher! Blow the lilies!
Even more particles.
So, like, Michael Jackson kind of became synonymous with the idea of entertainment. Hitler kind of became synonymous with the idea of, you know, a historical villain. And Einstein became synonymous with the idea of being smart. I guess that's, like, they represent those categories very well. I thought those guys were on my side.
Kill the Witcher!
I thought I killed them all. Gotta catch.
Guess they'll never learn.
So there was some pointy hat guy on Twitter who was complaining about how Taylor Swift won Person of the Year. And he said something like, what he said was something to like she's not even sexy. Like, think about Britney Spears when she was at the top of her game. Think about how she became such a sex icon. Taylor Swift could never do that. And then everybody's pointing out, like, you know, she was 16 when she started, right? Britney Spears.
Yeah. Yeah. People can't avoid telling on themselves, you know?
Blasphemers!
And these guys barely do any damage, at least. Pretty easy to just cut them down. Probably because I'm playing on easy mode.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go normal. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, wait. Shit. Is he alive?
Bitch.
No, he's not.
Whew.
The tower men! Storm the
That's
tower!
never fun.
The gods are with us!
You jerk.
Kill the Witcher!
Person of the Year should have been Sam Hyde.
He should be Person of the Year every year. I definitely agree. Samad Al-Hayati. Don't think I didn't see that. Nice try, you little turd.
What are you playing?
Doom 3. I saw a door open, and I'm like, don't think I didn't see you try to sneak in behind me.
I think every single U.S. president ever has won Time Magazine Person of the Year at least once. I'm looking at this list. Oh, you know who didn't? Gerald Ford.
That would make sense.
Last year they gave it to The Spirit of Ukraine.
That is so insanely retarded. The Spirit of Ukraine.
They gave it to Zelensky, but they also gave it to The Spirit of Ukraine, which doesn't make any sense. Like, that's not a person.
Exactly.
Year before that, Elon Musk. Year before that, Biden and Harris shared it. Year before that, Greta Thunberg. Year before that, The Guardians, who were a bunch of journalists who faced persecution for their reporting. Year before that, The Silence Breakers, people who spoke out against sexual abuse and harassment. Donald Trump in 2016, Angela Merkel the year before, Ebola fighters the year before, Pope Francis the year before, Barack Obama the year before, the protester the year before. And they just kind of make up weird random categories. They don't give it to a person half the time. They give it to like an entity.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. They get high off of the smell of their own farts. They're just a big joke. But since you said Angela Merkel, I was reading this really interesting thing the other day. Apparently, Angela Merkel has realized the danger of what it is that she was doing and had been supporting for so long, and she's now come out as extremely critical of allowing migrants into Germany. She thinks that Islamic culture is not compatible with Germany as a state or as a people. And because
identity, though.
Exactly. So because she's come out and saying that, that's why you never hear from Angela Merkel anymore. That's why everyone thinks that she's just retired. It's because she's trying to be a voice and talk about how wrong she was. No one's going to listen to her because there's only two kinds of people out there. People who used to support her, who now feel betrayed by how racist and evil she's become. Or people who used to hate her, who are all like, hey, you finally came around to the right side of thinking. Don't you think you could have done that before you caused so much irreparable damage? Oh, yeah. Definitely, you know, not a happy ending there. Person who spent years importing leopards into their country, now concerned over possibility of leopards eating faces.
Yeah. I guess it's still better than the father of Molly Tibbetts, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I love Taco Bell.
At least she eventually woke up. Credit where credit's due.
Unreal. That's good enough.
I will acknowledge the fact that the Taylor Swift pick seems a little more vacuous than the typical Time Magazine Person of the Year. Like, at least these others are people of clear consequence.
And that's what I was trying to say, is it kind of feels like a cop-out so that they don't have to name someone who's actually potentially controversial. But again, you know, everyone's just talking about this as being a joke. Being considered a joke for a journalist publication, which is in and of itself dying, is probably better than being considered propaganda, which, to be fair, it really is. But I mean, imagine if they actually did name Putin as Man of the Year. That would not have gone over well. And if they named Zelensky as Man of the Year again, people would just be like, okay, well, it's just the fucking, you know, the thing is just Pravda. You know, it's a state-sponsored newspaper. Who cares?
Like, even though I mean, obviously, you know, you can feel however you want to feel about Zelensky. I think he probably deserves that award. He was a very consequential person that year. He was certainly a person of consequence.
So Anthony Davis absolutely shit himself in the Western Conference Finals last year, and was a huge reason why the Lakers got humiliated to the extent that they did. Yeah. Anthony Davis kept screaming during the fourth quarter of this game, "I'm him." So it's not just LeBron who's taking a lot of pride in winning something meaningless, even though they know damn good and well that they're not going to win anything important this year. And I just felt like bringing that up because I think like LeBron gets too much of the shit in terms of making fun of the Lakers, when Anthony Davis deserves to get shit on just as much. Wasn't Hitler Time Person of the Year? Yes, he was.
Yeah, we just said that, right, guy? We're talking about that.
And it's funny because people, you know, they try to justify it back then. It's funny, Time retroactively trying to justify it, but it made sense to everybody at the time because back then Hitler was actually very well respected when they named him Man of the Year. Everyone kept talking about the German economic miracle.
I mean, even you know, in the years after, you could make a very strong argument that Hitler should be the Man of the Year in terms of importance. Like, who was affecting the world more than him at that time?
Right.
Maybe
it just
he was
didn't feel
for the worst, but
right. And they didn't feel the need to start justifying it until after the war started. That's when everyone was like, "How could you name him Man of the Year?" It's like, dude, that was years ago. Back then, everybody liked him. And it was certainly before they made up the Holocaust. Wooden doors.
Desist, or be put down like the rabid dogs you are!
Yeah, I remember Dixon was tweeting this one fucking thing. It was a response to some bullshit lunatic article. It was talking about this family in Israel was celebrating with a famous traditional menorah that the patriarch of the family had rescued from a fucking the execution rooms in Auschwitz. That they was like, "Oh God, I dropped my menorah in there."
That's the son of Louisa and the old Baron.
Like, what the
Heir
fuck?
to these lands. He's hot-tempered but good with
Dixon was all like, "Where'd he find it? Behind the wooden door?"
I'll try to reason with him.
Cover the Witcher!
No, Ethan. I'm playing them in order. I'm going to play Witcher 2 before I play Witcher 3.
And Witcher 1 is being skipped. Witcher 1 is being skipped because it aged like milk.
And I've already played it.
Oh,
well, I played it like 8-9 years ago, maybe. So I don't feel the need to play it again.
I feel like there will be interest among our regular watchers for you to be playing Witcher 2. Because it's not a bad game. But Witcher 1 really might lose some people.
Yeah, I can see that. I'll tell you though, people like it when I play these kind of more obscure games. I'm always impressed with how much traction I get when I play something like Mario Tennis.
Right. Oh, I'm kind of interested to see how many viewers you'd get if you played that awful Walking Dead game.
It looks way too fucking tedious. I'm not going to do that. Like, it would be one thing if it was, like, bad easy, but it looks like it's bad really, really fucking tedious.
Yeah.
I like how it doesn't even have cutscenes. I don't know if you saw that, but it's just, like, freeze frames.
Yes, I did see. If I remember right, one thing with Witcher gameplay is that, like, there's no spell to heal yourself. You have to consume potions to heal yourself. but all that does is just increase your natural rate of regeneration.
Correct.
So it doesn't heal you immediately, it just makes you regen health faster.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that.
You know, it's pretty funny. I remember watching the Razor Fist video that was talking about how The Witcher is a huge ripoff of Elric.
You and your men with honor.
Which it is.
What guarantee is there?
But Elric's creator is a chill enough guy to where he just lets them have this, as opposed to rightfully suing the pants off of the estate that owns the Witcher likenesses and everything. Because it's super famous now and has made a ton of money.
The king sends a Witcher,
So Michael Moorcock would be well within his right to sue to get a big piece of that pie, because they ripped him off. But
will you bow your head
moving on from that, I remember watching the video that Razor Fist made about it, talking about the whole thing. He was like, one of Geralt's nicknames is the White Wolf, and you know that's a direct ripoff of Elric. And people tried to justify it by saying, "Hey, lots of fantasy characters have the nickname the White Wolf, and that's a pretty generic nickname in and of itself. So you know, you can't really say that that's Elric being ripped off of." But in all recorded fiction out there, books, movies, video games, TV series, whatever, there's only 3 fictional characters called a White Wolf. Elric, Geralt, and Jon Snow. I was like, well, it doesn't take a genius to figure that one out, considering Elric was written in like the 70s, I think. In 1972.
Stand your ground! Down with Foltest!
I kind of feel like I'm playing a diet version of For Honor.
Honor was fun, but she get back to that. I just need a bigger SSD so I don't have to constantly uninstall and then reinstall whatever I wanted to play. Games are too big now. I don't know if you saw, but people are talking about GTA 6. It's rumored to be 600 gigabytes or more in size.
Yeah. That wouldn't shock me.
Fucking insanity.
Okay, the combat actually seems pretty easy when you're just fighting humans.
And that'll pretty much stay that way, I think. Because, like, beasts and monsters don't typically block the way that humans do. But, you know, they'll use magic and other status effects and shit like that.
The successor of one of Temeria's oldest families perished at the hands of a monster slayer. A sign of the times, I suppose.
You mourn Arian?
No. He was one of a dying breed. And he was a traitor.
I hate that shit. I turn on the sound for your stream and I hear myself lisping again. I'm like, I'm not lisping. Why does the sound make it sound like that?
I remember what happened to the dragon.
It destroyed half
Kraken lose again.
Killed hordes of soldiers and flew off.
As is tradition.
Where?
In the general direction of Edda.
To think it almost killed us all.
Arian Lavalet has surrendered the castle. Open the gate.
Arian lives!
Open now. Kneel before your king and I shall show you mercy.
Looks like we're stuck.
Indeed, and my magic's no good here. The main force down in those boats is going to beat us to town.
Want to head back to the tent? The camp will be nice and empty now. I've had enough for today.
tempting. Look, the King's Special Forces.
What of the Baron? You really had to kill him.
No other way sometimes.
The audio just cuts out there to represent getting quiet because I have it turned down so low.
Vernon Roach.
Nice.
Tell me, Roach.
There's fighting in the town. A section of our forces crossed the river in
I
fishing
love
boats
this
and swarmed the
stone toss that I
streets,
just
burning,
sent you.
raping,
You
pillaging.
can tell that he's
The
thinking
Lavalettes are making a
dual
stand near the
donors
temple.
could be near.
What of the Baroness?
Alive and safely tucked away.
Unsoiled, I hope.
As you ordered, sire. She's fine. And beautiful as ever. The children were not with her.
But you know where they are.
In the monastery. But we've yet to penetrate that area.
Cross, quickly.
Protect the king!
Dragon! Take cover! To the hoardings!
Protect the king! Run for the hoarding! I'd give my leg for a heavy crossbow right now.
It's a dragon. I can't believe it.
Marigold, stop admiring it and do something!
It's not that simple.
Before the brute turns my army to cinders!
Witcher, how do you fight something?
Dragon! Take cover!
You
To the
run.
hoardings!
Some professional you are.
We've got to get to the town. We might stand a chance there.
Is it true you witches don't
The
hunt
gate!
dragons?
They're at the gate! At them!
This one doesn't seem
Dude, what the hell am I supposed to do
You want
against
me
a
to go
dragon,
and tell
you
him?
jackboot?
no idea. You're the monster rescue.
You flatfoot?
Back up. I'll open the gate.
You ain't going nowhere, flatfoot.
Basically. Oof. Yeah.
Go! I'll manage. I can't hold this for long. Call the
Triss!
The bridge is burning! Quickly, this way! Plowing dragon nearly reversed the course of the battle.
The fighting should have scared it off.
Was this
Forget
one
the
of those
dragon.
moments where
need to
Larry
hear
David
this
said, "Oh yeah, I did this once too." The video clip I sent where George refuses to leave his job.
I'm not sure. I don't know which one it was.
You were at my side almost all the time.
It'd be
Almost.
he's working at a company and he keeps making a big deal about he likes the handicapped toilet.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "We don't like you. We want you to leave." And he's like, "I signed a 1-year contract. As long as I keep showing up for work, they got to keep paying me."
It's a nice position
Ha.
to be in.
And they said we couldn't get near the walls. Half a day and the town is taken.
Report! Fighting for the castle continues, and a group of rebels have barricaded themselves inside the monastery.
What of my children?
Likely in the church as well, sire. Fen took a priest to task. Finally mumbled something about a passage neath the walls.
Take a
Gyre
week to get a battering ram in here.
Axes, sire.
That will also take time. But what other course do we have? This priest. What of him? What of this passage?
I fainted before I could really get going on him. He's under guard below.
You've some work to do, Commander.
Yes, sire. Silas, you look to this door. Fen, come with me.
Witcher.
Your Grace.
I've a mission for you, one suited to your abilities. Vernon can be persuasive, but he's also hot-tempered, at times losing both his self-control and his subject. You must try to find this other passage on your own. Succeed, and you'll be the envy of all Vizima.
All right, I'll go.
I'm relying on you, Witcher. Where are those axes? Move your asses! Anyone so much as touches my children, I'll take 10 heads for the tiniest.
Well, this is going to take a while for these losers. Look at that. Their axes are made out of cardboard or something. I don't fucking know.
What have you done to her?
Shut it. Time to pay your war tax.
These people are unarmed.
This is not your concern. Get lost.
You'd better go. The dragon's about to burn down this town lock, stock, and barrel.
It's awfully caring of yous, but all right, we'll leave. Plenty more booty lying
There's
around.
a persuasion system. in
Let's
this game.
go. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Be careful. You may not be so lucky next time. Find a place to hide.
I must find my wife first. They herded her away with others like cattle.
Good luck.
Alright. Very nice. We got XP, baby. Is there anything in their house I can steal? No.
George Costanza's handicap bathroom is now open to all employees and their families.
Hopefully I don't get in trouble for taking this stuff from this dude's house. Because I'm doing it.
No, you won't.
It'll be better this way, for all of us.
Okay, what are you two doing?
You've no business here!
Leave them alone. They're innocent.
Innocent? They're with the Lavalettes. Weeds that need to be ripped out with their roots so they won't grow back again. Treason spreads like the plague. No one will leave here alive. And you, stay out of this.
I won't stand by while you murder innocents.
So, what'll you do?
Kill you.
I was not after your blood. I have witnesses.
Oh, really? Did you really think that was going to work out
Let
for
the
you, dude?
people out and walk away.
Unblock the door! I'll report this.
Yeah, you do that. Burn anything or touch a single woman, you sons of bitches, and the king will hear of it.
Oh, I've already been in there. It's the biggest piece of dog shit. I mean, it's alright.
Retreat! Where are these Volsungs coming from? I thought we cleared this area. Move out! Down with tyranny! You out! Block the passage, quick!
Dude, I can totally punch my way through this. Are you kidding me? The hell with that. What am I, a pussy? I don't think it is Big Country. Why? That's not the impression I'm getting from it. Yeah, I can see why people say that, but I was able to play it, and I'm certainly able to play this. This is very different from the first game, though, don't get me wrong.
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
Shut it. We're innocent.
The king will decide your fate.
So many men will die, all because of one bitch.
Foltest is merciful. He'll forgive us.
So many men will die, all because of one bitch.
Why'd the camera zoom in here? I'm not supposed to go here.
The gods punish those who shed fraternal blood. Maybe you could make a speech, Witcher. Rouse the troops, so to speak.
How do I get through?
Shouldn't loiter around here, Witcher.
Now,
restricted military area.
Foltest is merciful.
He'll forgive us.
Simple folk and
Shouldn't
know nothing
loiter
of
around here,
politics.
Witcher. Restricted military area.
You whimper like dogs. What will you do with us?
I'm stealing so much money from these poor peasants. Oh, I thought this was the pathway through. Thought I had it. God damn it. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, everybody.
Okay. I want to let you know, Joker, that I'm playing League of Legends right now, so I may accidentally let a few racial slurs. Just kidding.
Well, I get up 7, yeah, and I go to work at 9. Got no time for living, yeah. Uh-oh. My game may have crashed. I wouldn't lose anything because of quick saves, but it seems eminently possible. Yes, I think the game has crashed.
It happens.
Doesn't seem to like it very much when you alt-tab out.
Yeah.
I killed a chicken. Poor chicken. There's no jump in this game, right?
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
It's like no platforming.
Yes, that's correct.
We're innocent. The king
That's
will
correct.
decide your fate.
I need a key. Hey, JS.
Now, whoreson shall answer for treason. What treason, my lord?
We're simple folk and know nothing of politics.
Lover let lost, so you whimper like dogs. What will you do with us?
The king will decide. Now, up against the wall and shut your traps.
Get him up against the wall. Okay, there's got to be some way through here that I'm just not comprehending. Like, the map doesn't really help here. Now, the game very clearly indicated I'm supposed to go through here. Oh, I can destroy a wooden door. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Well, that makes my life a lot easier.
Death to the sister fucker!
Excuse me?
Die!
Mother!
Yeah, so far I'd say this is quite good. No issues. It's a little bit hard to handle the combat sometimes because you have to use the keyboard numbers, but who cares? It's a minor thing. What? How did I fail the quest? I didn't do anything. The heck? Okay. So I literally didn't do anything. This is absurd. This is outrageous. Change my pitch up. Smack my bitch up. Oh, I just had Gerald drink the Kobe potion at 3 a.m. Ah, I just realized in this game, you could actually do 3 a.m. potion challenges. Because you can advance the time to 3 a.m., and then you can drink a potion. That's not a human, is it?
Damn it.
Yeah, Doc Rivers does a lot of announcing now, which is a big reason why I'm not watching basketball this year. I mean, he could be the greatest coach of all time, but he's still unbearable to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fact. Is Doc Rivers good at anything? Pimping out his daughter, I guess.
Yeah.
Scoia'tael.
Yeah, this was the best case scenario, right, guy? Once we found out that we were making no effort to get him.
For the Baroness! For the Baroness!
Dude, why are you not dead?
Blasphemers!
There we go. Wow, Gerald can carry a lot of stuff. I'm nowhere near the load limit. This is not like Fallout or Skyrim or Starfield at all. So that's good. One less thing to think about.
For the Baroness! Stand your ground!
Yeah, Blue Jays fans were hardcore mauling over that because the dude who said that Otani was in Toronto, apparently he has a history of getting everything wrong. And they saw him say that and they actually believed it and they thought they were getting Otani for about a couple hours there. And now, like, Blue Jays fans are, like, mauling so incredibly hard. It's pretty glorious. Yeah, Morosi. There you go. That's the guy's name.
For the Baroness!
It was a glorious bit of mauling. Oh, shit. The Washington Huskies upset Gonzaga. Wow. No.
They're no knights! They're traitors! Blasphemers! Take no prisoners! Attack!
Stand your ground!
Crush those vermin! Blasphemers!
Come on, come on. Come on, go, go, go. Go. Get away from me.
They're no knights. They're traitors. Take no prisoners. Onward! Attack! Blasphemers!
What's up? Welcome back.
For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death!
There we go. Now I can focus in on this mofo.
Blasphemers! Onward! Attack! They're no knights. They're traitors. Take
I have no
prisoners.
idea. I don't follow Washington Huskies college basketball at all. I get the alerts on my phone for the final game score, and that's it.
Crush those vermin! Onward! Blasphemers!
And this guy's like a boss. I don't think Gonzaga's fielding one of their better teams this year, admittedly. No, I'm not. I did not want to go here. Yeah, that's not better than what I have.
You have just become the most titled Witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over, sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Lucky he did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
I saw Scoia'tael on the river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest. Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened?
We might have arrived at the same time if not for tales.
Be specific, Witcher.
Well, the Archpriest told the truth.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile Count of Nesvelt. I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boussy, where are they?
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tales,
Who
and
the hell
I'll
named
grant
their
you a
kid
quick
Boussy?
death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people.
Boussy.
Boussy and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tales, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
Where have you taken the children?
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What is this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
That's not a
Holy man
slap.
unharmed and the noble gets slapped. A win-win situation, if ever I've seen one.
Damn, I've seen assaults go awry, but the dragon topples them all. Tops? Tops what?
The world's in a whirl. Witcher's trickery.
Murderer. I remember Blaviken.
They called me daft. Now they're fertilizer.
Ah, greetings.
And what I stole, I shall
The
restore.
king shall rejoice in thy strength, O gods. Great is his joy in thy victories.
Greetings.
One thing that I like in this game is that it uses quick save. I feel like quick saving is something that's starting to go extinct in modern games, but I grew very accustomed to being able to quick save in games, so I like that this one has it. Oh yeah, so Snacks, I found out why the physics was so messed up when I was playing Max Payne.
Yeah.
It was because the game was running at like 1,000 frames FPS, and the game is programmed to run at 60. So when it's running at thousands of frames per second, it makes everything weird. So I needed to cap it at 60, which would have been easy to do, but too late now.
Makes sense.
Damn none.
Well, there's always next time.
The dragon's back.
For Max Payne 2.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh god. Oh god. Are you kidding me?
Wow, what happened?
No, this fucking dragon just jumped on top of the castle walls.
The dragon's back. I can't.
Get up on the Hydra's back, Yug.
You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Merigold to come with me, if she wants.
Are you blind? She's enamored with you. You may leave, and none shall stop you. You have my word.
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. Go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy. Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the Forefather and the Mother Creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Last time Washington beat Gonzaga, it was 2006.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face.
Oh, shit.
They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Elon Musk has unbanned Alex Jones on X. Nice. Vox Populi Vox Day.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
Oh shit, rip the king.
What happened?
The king got his throat slit by this
who
was pretending to be blind or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is blind and he's just using, like, echolocation. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that big of a spoiler that the king dies, because the name of the game is The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings.
I thought I was going to be the assassin of kings, not this Brock Lesnar.
Well, you know what? That's a fair misunderstanding, actually.
Well, I'm screwed. Dude, you need to be running. You're screwed. You turn yourself in. You take the fall for this. Come on. You know better. You should know better. Maybe you don't.
I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
LeBron and AD whenever there's a chance to win a Mickey Mouse ring at a neutral. Pretty much.
For fuck's sake, you command the blue stripes. Do something. The real murderer is free, and he's further and further away with every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the Killer Monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
What would you do if you escaped?
I'd go after the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue-striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
Yorveth's commando. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it. Vess! Bring us food and drink.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Never heard of women serving in the Special Forces?
Vess is one of my best people.
Wait.
How'd she wind up in the blue stripes?
The person you're trying so hard to convince that you're not a racist is someone who believes that men can get pregnant.
The unit commander took a liking and spared her. One last thing. This file is about one Geralt of Rivia.
And Foltest's death?
Actually, Geralt's death. The report details events from 5 years ago.
So is this whole game just flashbacks from inside the prison? Because that would be an interesting,
Rivia. Population 1,230.
Hey, Seox Nest, welcome.
In that,
welcome aboard. Thank you. Good to see you.
September the 25th, 1268.
So, somebody trolled Eminem's Wikipedia page by saying that he died on December 10th. And, you know, on the West Coast, it's still the 9th. So it's like, well, he died in Madison, Wisconsin. What time is it in Madison, Wisconsin?
During the rioting, 76 non-human
12:40 a.m. So, like, that would be news breaking insanely fast that he died, if it actually happened.
Yeah,
somebody just fucking edited his Wikipedia page as a joke. And The thing about editing his Wikipedia page, apparently if you edit someone's Wikipedia page that they're dead, then it shows up on a Google search that they're dead.
Their place of internment remains unknown.
Yeah, like I googled Eminem just now and it says died December 10th in Madison, Wisconsin, so that's all it takes to fuck with people, so I'm like, what the fuck?
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Vess! Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner.
That is great. We should not at all feel bad, Joker, in terms of playing this, because you were right in terms of the user engagement. 12 viewers may not initially sound like much, but like I've got 4 of the guys on my follow list that you have more viewers than right now. One of them, Carnage meets John Johnson, who used to be one of the most famous and prolific professional FPS gamers in the world.
You'll need your strength.
Yeah, I have 0 issue. How am I gonna eat? You just tied me up.
You're doing all right.
How the hell am I going to eat, you jackass? You just put my arms behind my back. What am I supposed
Like
to do,
bobbing
eat
for
a bird?
apples.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Eat
Exactly.
like a fucking like chicken pecking for worms or something?
Exactly. You gotta eat like D from It's Always Sunny.
Alright. So
Wait a minute. Is that a woman that just tied you up? Because they modeled those ass cheeks really impressively.
Yes.
Okay. Like, there's no way that's a dude. They did not put that much effort into modeling a dude's ass.
Dashing along those walls. Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out of the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied.
Did he tell you to drink too out of the fucking mug after he... Oh, he handed you a key. That makes sense.
What say we, teach him a lesson? For what he did to Foltest.
Guard. Come here, good man.
Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see.
Rip your guts out!
He's really gonna let me fight him? Wow. This guy's worse than the guy who's guarding the Joker in The Dark Knight.
I shared him.
You know why I use a knife? Because soup tastes better when it's difficult.
Nice. Oh, man. Geralt looks like a heroin-addicted grunge singer in this game versus 3, where he's a Chad.
I mean, Geralt is a massive sex symbol in the video game world, I assume, right? That's the impression I get.
Not more than... I'm failing here because I'm trying to think of an anthropomorphic dog character in a famous video game series. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, I don't fucking know. Blue's Clues? My God,
I'm
look
sitting
at
there
that
like
back,
the
dude.
closest one I can think of off the top of my head is fucking Crash Bandicoot.
That's just foul.
Yeah. Everything's foul when you're dog pilled.
Stealth mode, huh? Okay. Oh, I can't save. Oh, this is like I'm playing the Gollum game now. This is how you play in Gollum. It's like a stealth game where you sneak around. This game's like, what, 12 years old? It's probably still better than Gollum. Sad days. The stealth mechanics. Okay, there should be like a key around here somewhere, I guess. Oh, this idiot has it. Yes. Oh, nice. Small blackjack. Alright, it'll have to do. Not much, but it'll have to do.
Damn torches. I can't sneak out in this light.
Huh? Oh shit.
I should write to Lily, lest she forget me.
Ah, I can snuff the torches, okay.
Oh, did you say Geralt can smell the torches?
Snuff.
Oh. Fair enough.
I'm fucking hungry. Hungry.
Because, I mean, smelling torches is certainly possible. You know, you could smell the burning, you could smell whatever they used for fuel. I was like, man, that's an intense sense of smell.
Drop your weapon!
Maybe Geralt is dog-pilled.
Only dogs are winning in the 21st century.
Alright, Hogs down. Let's see it.
Well, grab my chicken.
Grab your own chicken.
True. You know, when you think about it, it's kind of a conspiracy theory itself. The only NBA team that is named after dogs currently has the best record. That can't be a coincidence.
I guess not.
All for one!
I actually like this blackjack. Wait a minute, you guys aren't on my map. How is this a thing? Oh, a cinematic.
You know, I just realized another thing against the play-in tournament that will make people care even less about it. While the semifinals and the finals were ongoing, they paused all of the games while this shit gets played.
Rotten barley for a month. Full-born louts.
So, like, if you're a fan of a team that didn't win and that didn't advance in that fucking tournament, even if they're one of the best teams in the league, you have to go a week without watching them play.
Oh, the blackjack's actually nice. I can rapid fire it.
That's good.
I like that. Dude, I have so many keys right now. Are you telling me none of them open that thing? Bruh.
Lambert, what a prick. Not bad.
It says right here, fractured ass.
Ass. You can break that? Well, it just says right here, diagnosis, fractured ass. I loved that show.
Here we go.
How much do you think these NBA tournament rings will be worth in a few years when they cancel the idea because it didn't add any viewership at all? I don't know, but I can guarantee you Anthony Davis will sell his.
Didn't Dirk sell off his MVP trophy or something? Or what was it? His girlfriend stole it? Something weird happened there.
Dirk's girlfriend was black. Hold on a minute.
I think he had a Eurotrash
I am
girlfriend.
Shelard Fitz-Estelin, emissary of the Empire of Nilfgaard and its most divine Emperor, Emir Var Emrys.
Dirk calls winning MVP in 2007 most uncomfortable moment of his career. Remember how depressed he was during the ceremony?
Really?
Yeah.
Something you would not dare were my son still alive.
I very much regret the death of the Baron Lavalette.
I was embarrassed. I let the city and my team down. All I wanted to do was go somewhere where nobody knew me and go on vacation. Fair enough, I got a call from the NBA. Hey, you can't leave yet. You're going to win MVP. And I remember saying just give it to someone else.
I shall return, rogue, and I shall repay you.
Let us go, my lady. Your cries can do us no good.
I googled it, and there's no article talking about Dirk getting robbed or losing anything.
Oh, okay. I must be thinking of something else then. I know he had this, like, Eurotrash girlfriend for a while.
Oh, here we go. I was super embarrassed to go out in public. Dirk Nowitzki opens up on his ex-fiance's arrest amid the 2009 playoffs. He was arrested for fraud, and he was embarrassed to go out in public. This was a very tough time for me because I did a great job always keeping my private life private. For me, all of a sudden, to have my private life out in the open was something completely different. I was super embarrassed by the whole situation. I was super embarrassed to go out in public. I'm a sensitive guy. I take things very hard, and I was hard on myself. How could this happen? How did I let this happen? I cried a lot. I added that part.
Your Honor, appointment's not due tomorrow. Sorry, we'll see you today.
She was arrested for violating probation and theft of service. She was on probation in 1999 after receiving a suspended prison sentence for forgery and 2 counts of felony something. I didn't mention what. And the main reason he was embarrassed is because they were still together at the time. They were set to get married. But Dirk's mentor, Holger Geschwinder, hired a private investigator to conduct a background check on her. And the investigation led to her being arrested at Dirk's home during the playoffs. So during the playoffs, there's a police raid on Dirk's home. Of course, it's news, and then they find out why. Because the woman he was set to marry had committed fraud that had been uncovered during that thing. Okay.
There we go. Eat shit, Executioner, dude. Oh shit, I might be able to use that stuff. So in conclusion, I guess there wasn't one. Yeah, I think we're good. 100 years from now, those NBA tournament rings will be super valuable because very few people will even believe the NBA was dumb enough to try something this pointless.
We'll find out it was some guy named LeBron. The league was trying to elate him. People be like, who the hell's LeBron? In the future, they'll talk about LeBron the same way we talk about Joe Fulks now.
Like, you know how the most valuable stamps are the ones that get printed, like, upside down and stuff?
Right.
I, Luisa La Valette, do solemnly swear that my children, Anas and Busi, are the offspring of my eldest son, Arian, who did sire them through incestuous union with me. I mean, why is that worse than saying they were from the king? I mean, why is that better? It's not better, lady. Come on.
Yeah, seriously.
Nobody's going to respect you more for that.
So, here's the name I'm sure you've never heard of, but I'll ask you. A basketball player from the 40s. His name is Kenny Sailors. Ever heard of him?
No.
The reason I ask is because he's the guy who invented the jump shot.
Bastard! You fucking prick! Fuck you, cocksucker!
But nobody fucking knows who the hell he is.
Up the arse. Motherfucker!
That's kind of insane.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, hear me? Oh, you prick.
Before he came along, and all anyone would try to do is just all shot attempts were just layups.
Makes sense.
So offense was basically you pass it around to try to get the defense moving. For guys to just try to attack the basket. Literally every shot attempt was just a layup. And it must have looked a lot like hockey or some shit.
Alright guys, I'll be right back. Okay, we are back.
Four letters. Back one.
There we go.
Four letters. Back body part. Back? No.
Damn it. I fucked up.
Drop your weapon!
Oh god, there are so many of them.
Push, you're gonna get it. Sell what you like. You're a bad example to others.
So tomorrow's Sunday. So I'll be indisposed for a decent chunk of the day. But I
Makes
will
sense.
maybe streaming in the evening. And I know
That's
we're
cool.
probably going to be dashing.
Yeah. Let's look at the games tomorrow. Want the Rams to win tomorrow?
Oh, the Ravens.
Yeah. I want the Ravens to lose. Because if the Ravens lose...
Come in, Master Geralt. Allow me to introduce the Baroness Lavalette, mother to the royal children, who at present mourns the passing of her
If we win,
eldest.
we're 10-3.
I
If the Chiefs
comfort
win,
the
they're
Baroness
9-4.
with assurances that House
So if the
Lavalette
Ravens
need
lose,
suffer
they're
no
also
more.
9-4, so it'd be
future
another week that we
brighter
can
as it
secure
stands
the first
protected
seed.
by the Empire of Nilfgaard.
Did you
And
kill
we
my
need
son?
the Chiefs to win this week, because if the Bills lose and the Dolphins win, the Bills are basically eliminated
Milady, I killed many during the assault. Not
from
just
winning
your
the
son.
division. The
War
Dolphins,
demands
I believe, would
sacrifices.
clinch the
You might
division in that
remember
game.
the next time you're about to start one.
Have some compassion, Master Geralt.
Which would just be
The Baroness
fucking
requires
sweet.
support. She is distraught as it is.
Unnecessary toil, Excellency, for witches have no feelings. And the truth, especially when painful, can wake us from the slumber of self-deception. I deserved as much.
Milady, I wouldn't trust the ambassador if I were you.
Master Geralt.
Yeah, because at that point, the best they'd be able to do would be 9 and 7, and the worst we'd be able to do would be 10.
I didn't know your son, but I know he saw the Empire as a foe, as did King Foltest.
17 games.
You've no notion of the events transpiring in the kingdom, of what Kimbolt, Maravel, and their ilk are capable.
Keeps fucking with me. Like, I keep thinking it's a 16-game season all the time.
Their safety. And though I too see a pact with Nilfgaard as a pact with the devil, I feel I have no choice. Besides, can you say that you really knew the king?
Well enough to be confident of my words.
Truly? In that case, what kind of a man was he? I wish to know your view.
He was ruthless, hard, and effective. A good king.
Effectiveness is the mark of a good witcher. We've learned to expect other things from monarchs, say, justice and wisdom.
Few are born wise, milady. He did all he could to preserve and safeguard the realm.
The ambassador questioned your guilt. It seems now that I too believe you did not slay the king. Your Excellency, you will aid the Witcher to escape the castle. That is my wish.
But, my lady, this would represent an immeasurable risk in my estimation. And there is the matter of your son.
He chose his fate, and departed in a manner worthy of the La Valettes. How am I to believe you'll protect me from reptiles like Kimbolt and Maravel when you balk at the notion of deceiving a few prison guards?
Milady, I shall do what is in my power. Give me a moment, Witcher, then proceed to the main gate.
Guards! The witch has fled his cell and is raging in the dungeon. Restrain him immediately. But one more word, soldier, and I shall personally make certain you hang beside the fugitive. To the dungeon, on the double!
Is that guy still alive or something, or is the map glitching? I don't see how he could still be alive. Yeah, I can't believe they're actually doing positive things with DeVito. Like, he is such a obvious non-NFL caliber quarterback. Dude, I'm supposed to be following you. Go do something. I think this is where we just came from. Yeah, it is. The heck? My objective says to follow you. You have the lead, good sir. Was this game known for being glitchy?
Yes, every CD Projekt Red game, and especially especially the Witcher series, because super popular and everything, but people back then, before it was tremendously mainstream, they wanted to just gloss over the shit. But that's why Cyberpunk was such a tremendous disappointment, is that anyone who's familiar with CD Projekt Red would have known that it was going to launch and be buggy as shit, and it was. But all these retarded normies who started playing Witcher 3 like 3 years after release, oh my god, this game is amazing! They weren't there when it came out, and it was considered one of the buggiest, glitchiest launches like any non-Bethesda game has ever had.
Yeah, because I think this dude is just like pacing. I'm supposed to follow this fucking loser, and he's just pacing back and forth.
If there's an option to reload an earlier save or restart the level or something, I would try that, if you haven't already.
Alright, let's see what happens here. I think we're okay now. Reach the riverboat. The riverboat Ron. Do I have to reach him before he gets fired? Because I'll never make it in time.
Oh my god. It's hilarious.
Geralt, over here.
Oh, Chris. Alright. I thought that these hoes weren't loyal, but it turns out they are.
You were to sneak out. Avoid anything resembling a bloodbath.
You left me the key to my manacles, not an invisibility cloak. Triss, is everything all right?
Not exactly. I'm no longer the royal advisor. I've lost my post, my home in Vizima. Witcher's mistress, they call me. Kingslayer's whore.
People say what they think they have to.
I know, but...
They'll change their minds as soon as we find the Kingslayer. Roach will see to that. Right, Spy?
I'm no spy, but you're mostly correct. An interregnum is chaos by definition. Rats like Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbolt, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago, I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Aedirnian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is, then. Triss.
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Line's clear, Captain.
Maybe we would have beaten the Cardinals.
War is a good time to forge friendships, alliances. Harry and Lavalette, busy building walls and forging swords for Gotham. When he was gone, those he loved were forced to forge friendships with those he hated.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The
For
Witcher
real.
spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone, long into the
There's this video trending on YouTube of Anthony Davis screaming "I'm him" after putting the Lakers up 16 in final versus Pacers. It's a layup.
named Yennefer. Stories of a life.
He hit a layup, an uncontested. After he hit the layup, uncontested.
For someone special's about to appear
God, where's El Presador when you need him?
upon a scaffold.
Absolutely hilarious. Imagine a running back getting a handoff on 1st and 10. He runs for 2 yards, gets up and screams, "I'm him."
Sounds like something Antonio Brown would do.
Right before flashing his dick at an innocent woman in a pool in, wherever the hell that was. Dubai or something. Surprised he didn't get killed.
Oh shit, what the fuck is that thing? I don't like things with that many legs.
2?
No, too many.
Cutscene's okay. The cutscene's delayed for me. All I see is the elf,
Okay. Keep watching.
and you're like, I don't like things with too many legs. Looks like a cross between a snail and a spider. And a Venus flytrap with that mouth.
That monster has been created through advanced cloning techniques.
And this elf is my exact double.
Sheathe your sword, elf.
We're out of here.
What's going on in this game now? Oh, okay, this is Geralt. Okay.
Bow low.
No, it's not.
You stand before a head crowned.
Okay, so it's jumped to a completely different location.
That of Demavend, king of Aedirn, by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you are?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned.
Go on.
Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael.
Oh, it's a flashback.
I want no gold and have no interest in the killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his neck. Time to go. Do we have a deal, Elf?
Here we go.
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
That time of the month.
All right, I think that's going to do it for tonight. We finished the prologue. This seems like a good place to stop. We've gone for over 3 hours now. So I'm going to call it. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming out. See you guys tomorrow. Might do more of this, might do something else. I don't know yet, but see you guys later.